Hello, eighth graders. I'm thankful for another day of being together and learning together. I need you to hold on to your hats because I have quite a few of specific instructions for you today. So I hope you cleaned your ears, used Q-tips this morning, you're awake, you've had your coffee, and we're ready to go. All right. If you notice on today's to-do list, right after you're done watching this instructional video, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to do a virtual escape room. And you're going to try to learn as much information about the election and the presidency and things that go along with that, tomorrow's election, in order to escape the Oval Office. In Classroom is something called Escape the Oval Office. So you're just going to click on that. And as you do this, you're always going to need two tabs open. So first of all, you'll launch the Google form. And from the Google form, this is where all your answers are going to go. And from the Google form, you're going to launch the actual link to the office. You're going to click on this, and then this will appear. Welcome to the the Oval Office. You're going to use your arrows to peruse around the room. Okay, you'll get all the way around. Note that you can also use the up arrow to look at all the stuff on the ceiling, and then the down arrow to look at all the stuff on the floor. All right, so there you go, the Oval Office. You're going to try to answer a series of questions, and there's quite a few questions, 25 or so, and by the end of answering all those questions, you're going to have 3 numbers in your possession, and those 3 numbers are the combination to get out of the Oval Office. So I would like to give you a few hints as you begin this task that will be really helpful for you. The first thing it says is you must type in capital letters only. So right now, click on your caps lock. So your caps lock is on. And it reminds you to only put 1 space in between your words, which most of you, I'm sure, do anyway. All right. So those are the instructions. It says good luck. Watch me do just a little bit of it here with you. The first question obviously is the easy one, your first and last name. It says, I asked President Trump and Vice President Biden if they thought you were going to escape, and this was their response. They're both laughing and shaking their head. No, they don't think you can do it. All right, so the next part just gives you the first page of questions. And once you're done, you'll just hit next and go to the next page of questions. Now, it does try to give you kind of a theme right here in the light brown, and it kind of gives you sometimes a very specific place to look. Sometimes it's pretty vague, like this is. So this one just says search around the room and find information about these people. So they want you to know, they want you to list the nominees of all of the parties. Okay, so let's go to the virtual room. And I can see here that both guys have a dot on them. So that would probably be places to look, right? Because that would make sense. I also saw some posters on the ceiling, like yard signs. That might give me information about both of those guys. So those would be places to start, but there's lots of places to look. So keep looking until you find the answers that you need. Here's the thing. It will not let you go next to the next page unless you have the answers right. So that will kind of check you as you go. So that will be nice. I want to show you one little thing also that can happen is sometimes when you click on a dot, it has these arrows. That means that there's more information. Obviously, you know that the bar means that there's information lower, but these arrows show you that there's more information here. And then you can click on this to make it full box there so you can see all of it. All right, so those are a couple of hints with that. There is one section that asks you, or I think you have to do this 3 times, to solve a rebus. And I didn't know if you guys were familiar with these word puzzles. So this is the first one that you have to solve. So I thought I'd show you how these work, and then you can handle it from there. This is a picture of a zebra, obviously. So on my paper, I'm going to write the word zebra. Then the clue says this. First of all, minus the B. So I'm going to go back to my word and I'm going to minus the B. I'm going to get rid of the B. Then the next clue tells me that my A actually equals an O. So I'm going to go back and change my A to an O. So the answer to this rebus is 0. So I'm just manipulating the letters to come up with a word. And then my word would go in there. Okay? So I think you have to answer like 3 of those. I think that's all my clues to help you with this. Of course, then you would go to the next page and keep solving. Remember, 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 if it ever says, save this number or write this number down, that you do that. There will be 3 of those, and that will be the combination to get out of the Oval Office. And then hit submit, and you're done with that. All right? The next thing on the list was to listen to or watch a podcast about the New England colonies. That too is posted right here in Classroom, so you're going to launch it. This guy, and the link is available to you right here as well. This guy is a social studies teacher, and he gives little podcasts and information about different topics. And this was the New England colonies. So just like the Oval Office, have one tab with your notes, one tab with the video, and go back and forth. This guy is super nice because he will push this big old sign across the screen that says pause. And then you're going to pause. And then there will be like a pencil that will come across and say, write this down. So you don't have to come up with your own notes. He will show you and tell you exactly what to write down. It will say pause. So you pause your computer. It will say write this down. And then you'll type that in the box. So just follow his instructions. And then you may submit that. Okay? So those are the 2 things about class today that needs to happen. Escape room, podcast. Then, as your assignment, what you need to do is prepare for your vocab quiz on Wednesday. I'll send you an email about what that's going to look like on Tuesday, how you're going to do that from home. But for now, make sure you keep studying. You have 2 things to use to study. You can go back to your vocab chart and use the black highlighter like we did last Friday. And then I did post again right here, Chapter 3 Vocab Kahoot Challenges. You could play some Kahoots and help you study in that way. Okay? So again, I gave you a lot of information. I am so sorry about that, but I hope you got it all. If you didn't, you email me or you text me with your questions. I am happy to help. All right, Chargers, go to it. Have a great day.